We started looking into dragon fruit because of the interest in drought-tolerant crops, given the drought conditions we have in Southern California and the fact that Pitahaya was commonly grown among backyard growers in the area. And I was somewhat familiar with the crop because it was grown in Honduras, where I'm originally from, so I started looking into it as a potential alternative for crops that are grown in San Diego County, particularly avocados and citrus that were being pretty much left out to dry because of the high price of water. So we started a research project in 2004 at the University of California South Coast Research and Extension Center in Irvine. And in 2005, we held our first Pitahaya seminar or field day. Pitahaya has great potential as a new crop for small-scale producers or even for large-scale producers in San Diego County. And the demand for the fruit has continued to grow since for the last 12 years that we've been researching it. But over the last 12 years, we've acquired and introduced a number of varieties from different parts of the world, which have a very strong preference by consumers because of the flavor, more flavorful varieties, more visually appealing, as we can see from the variety of colors that we get on the fruit. You know, we in addition to the original white varieties, we now have an assortment of flesh colors that appeal to different consumers for different reasons. People buy pitahayas or dragon fruit for a number of reasons, and that's why we think the fruit has a lot of market opportunities, because it can be segmented in many ways. I'm a firm believer that we may go varietal with pitahaya, the same that we see with other temperate fruits like apples and even peaches. And like I said, because there is opportunity to market the fruit to different people. People believe that the fruit has some health benefits, and it's almost what we know, because we've done the research, is that it has a very strong, very high antioxidant activity, almost comparable to what you will find with a pomegranate. So it's sort of being labeled, you know, along the lines of the superfoods like your blueberries or pomegranates and other fruits with a very strong antioxidant activity, and that is contributing to the increase in demand for the fruit. We'll do the field day and festival at South Coast Research and Extension Center in Irvine, and where people will be able to see the fields or field trials, taste a number of different varieties, sample ice cream made with different varieties. And also, we've been giving out cuttings of pitahaya for people to grow in their backyards, and also to experiment and see what varieties adapt better to their own environments. And this has been very valuable as we expand the research, because now we know we get some sort of an informal feedback loop with participants, and they tell us what varieties do well in their own environments, and then it makes it easier for us to recommend varieties depending on where these people are located.